Before there was a symbol, before there was Purple Rain, there was a musical genius who defied every boundary. Prince Rogers Nelson. A man who mastered not just one, but nearly every instrument, blending genres like funk, rock, R&B, and jazz to create a sound that was all his own. Known for his bold style, electrifying performances, and iconic falsetto, Prince became a legend in music history, selling over 100 million records worldwide. Today, we dive into the life, the music, and the legacy of an artist who truly redefined what it means to be a star. This is the story of Prince. Prince Rogers Nelson, born on June 7, 1958, and passing away on April 21, 2016, was a legendary American singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, record producer, and actor. Often regarded as one of the most influential musicians in history, he received numerous awards and recognition throughout his career. Famous for his bold, gender-fluid style, his wide vocal range, which included high falsettos and intense screams, and his proficiency with multiple instruments, Prince frequently played almost all the instruments in his recordings. His music encompassed a broad range of genres such as funk, R&B, rock, new wave, soul, synth-pop, jazz, blues, and hip-hop. As a self-producer, he pioneered the Minneapolis sound. Raised in Minneapolis, Prince's mother, Mattie Della, was a jazz singer, and his father, John Lewis Nelson, was a pianist and songwriter, both originally from Louisiana. He had a younger sister, Tyka, born 2 years after him, and both were encouraged to pursue music from an early age. Prince composed his first song at 7 on his father's piano. After his parents divorced when he was 10, he had a strained relationship with his family, moving between households before being kicked out by his father. He excelled in sports like football, basketball, and baseball at Central High School, and also studied dance at the Minnesota Dance Theater. Even as an adult, he enjoyed playing basketball recreationally. At 19, Prince signed a deal with Warner Brothers Records and released his first albums, For You, 1978, and Prince, 1979. His rise to fame followed with the highly praised albums Dirty Mind, 1980, Controversy, 1981, and 1999, 1982. His sixth album, Purple Rain, 1984, recorded with his new band, The Revolution, became the soundtrack for the film in which he starred. The album was a massive success, spending 6 months at #1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart. Throughout his career, Prince sold over 100 million records globally, placing him among the top-selling music artists of all time. Prince Rogers Nelson's cause of death. On April 7, 2016, Prince postponed 2 concerts in Atlanta, explaining that he was recovering from the flu. He rescheduled the shows for April 14th, and despite still feeling ill, performed what would be his final concert that evening. On the return flight to Minneapolis the following morning, Prince became unresponsive, prompting his private jet to make an emergency landing in Illinois. He was taken to the hospital and treated with Narcan, a drug used to counteract opioid overdoses. After being revived, Prince left the hospital against medical advice. The next day, he was spotted shopping at a record store, riding his bike, and attending a spontaneous dance party at Paisley Park. On the morning of April 21st, a 911 call was made, requesting an ambulance to Paisley Park. Prince was found unresponsive, and despite attempts to revive him, it was determined that he had been dead for over 6 hours. On June 2nd, it was officially confirmed that Prince had died from an accidental overdose of the opioid fentanyl in the age of 58 years. Prince Rogers Nelson's personal life. Prince had many romantic relationships over the years. In 1990, he noticed 16-year-old dancer Mattie Garcia standing near his tour bus and, pointing her out to bandmate Rosie Gaines, called her his future wife. After Garcia graduated high school, she became one of Prince's backup singers and dancers. The two were married on February 14, 1996, when he was 37 and she was 22. Garcia later revealed that they had a son, Amir, born on October 16, 1996, who tragically passed away a week later due to Pfeiffer syndrome. Verifying details about the child's name, birth, and cause of death was challenging for media outlets because of Prince's commitment to privacy. The grief from losing their child and Garcia's subsequent miscarriage strained their relationship, and they divorced in 2000. In 2001, Prince married Manuela Testolini, a Canadian businesswoman of Italian and Egyptian heritage, in a private ceremony. Testolini, from Toronto, led the couple to split their time between the US and Canada. They separated in 2005, and their divorce was finalized in October 2007. Prince adhered to a strict vegan diet and became a Jehovah's Witness in 2001. While he kept his charitable efforts private, it became widely known after his death that he made significant anonymous donations to libraries, covered medical expenses for struggling musicians, and performed numerous other acts of kindness. Prince Rogers Nelson's career journey. In 1973, Prince met songwriter and producer Jimmy Jam, who was amazed by Prince's musical skills and ability to play multiple instruments. In 1976, Prince created his first demo tape with producer Chris Moon in a Minneapolis studio. After struggling to secure a recording deal, Moon brought the tape to businessman Owen Husney, who signed Prince to a management contract. Husney helped Prince create a new demo, which drew attention from major record labels. Prince eventually signed with Warner Brothers and moved to California to record his debut album, For You, which was released on April 17, 1978. He wrote, arranged, and played all 27 instruments on the album. In October 1979, Prince released his self-titled second album, which propelled him to fame with the hits Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad and I Wanna Be Your Lover. His 1980 album Dirty Mind, recorded in his own studio, became known for its explicit content and went gold. In 1981, Prince performed on Saturday Night Live and toured with the Rolling Stones. From 1984 to 1989, he performed with his band, The Revolution. Prince's breakthrough came with the 1984 film Purple Rain, a semi-autobiographical movie in which he starred and for which he created the soundtrack. The album sold over 13 million copies, spent 24 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts, and won Prince an Oscar for Best Original Song Score. With hits like When Doves Cry and Let's Go Crazy, Prince simultaneously held the #1 album, single, and film in the US. The song Darling Nikki led to the creation of the Parents Music Resource Center and the Parental Advisory label. His next album, Around the World in a Day, 1985, reached #1, followed by Parade, 1986, which hit #3 and featured the hit Kiss. After disbanding The Revolution, Prince pursued a solo career. In the 1990s, he famously changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol during a dispute with Warner Brothers, earning him the title, the artist formerly known as Prince. He reverted to his original name in 2000 after his contract ended. Between 1994 and 1996, Prince released 5 albums and later signed with Arista Records, where he released 16 more albums, including the successful Musicology in 2004. His final album, Hit and Run Phase 2, came out in 2015. Prince remains celebrated as one of the most talented and versatile musicians in history. If you enjoyed learning about his rise to fame, his iconic moments, and his legendary tracks, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of hip-hop's greatest. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the music alive.